Juggling that with being a mum to her gorgeous one-year-old daughter, Annabella, and fiancé to former cricketer Stuart Broad. We're delighted to see her. Please give her a very warm welcome, Mollie King. Oh, you're very high on that stool.
Isn't it? Quite high. First time ever I felt tall.
Wait, what you want to put
to go down? Do you want to go down?
Enjoying it up here, Ruth, to be honest.
Hold on. I go down with the bar. Just a little bit.
That's lovely.
Thank you. All right, you're comfy.
I'm good, thank you. Yes, I'm
I used to look after her like that on Strictly, didn't I?
She did. Oh, you were the best. Thank God we were on the same series.
Thank God we were on the same series.
I don't know what I would have done without you.
We were so nervous, weren't we? We were just in our dressing rooms next door, just clinging to each other.
Yeah, we were like, can you do your routine? No. Can you do yours? No. Enjoy.
Which was surprised me because, well, you could do your routine, but because you'd been in a girl band.
Yeah.
And so I thought you all did routines and you knew how to do routines.
Yeah.
It's completely different, isn't it?
It is different, and I've got to be honest, and the girls will agree with me on this, they won't mind me saying, but our routines were very basic, you know, a lot of sort of pointing, and it takes me back, actually, to being here.
Point dance.
We did the point dance. It wasn't any proper moves.
It's not Strictly moves, is it?
No, exactly. It was a lot of, you know, pose to the left, pose to the right.
That's you on Loose Women.
Oh, gosh, there we are, yes.
Oh. No.
Well, she's done well to find a clip where I'm actually singing, I'll be honest.
But you are now doing a podcast. Well, not a podcast. Is it a podcast?
Yes, it is a podcast, yes.
On BBC Sounds.
Yes.
Called Where It's At, A Short History of Girl Bands.
Yes.
So that was a no-brainer. They asked you to do that.
Oh, my gosh, Ruth. When they asked me, because I host a show on Radio 1, I've got two shows, one called Matt and Mollie and another one called Future Pop, which is all about pop music. And they said, would you also be interested in doing a podcast about girl bands? I was like, yes, I would. It's been so much fun putting it together. Every episode we focused on a different girl band. There's only been 8 episodes, though, and you know how many girl bands there are out there.
Yes, I do, Mollie.
Big in Japan, can we say?
Huge in Japan.
Have you concentrated on one era?
We have started really with the Spice Girls and then moved up to the present day.
Right.
But there are so many bands that we didn't really get to touch on, but oh, my goodness, just looking back at those girl bands that I grew up listening to, you know, All Saints, Sugar Babes, Spice Girls, Girls Aloud, there are so many. So it was... the Nolans.
Thank you.
And of course, there's still Bananarama, who's still going on.
I know, honestly, it's been amazing.
All that money I spent on that training and you forgot the script.
It must have taken you back to your days.
Yes,
on the
it
Saturdays.
really
Obviously,
did.
we talk to Frankie about it a lot on here.
Yeah.
And took you back to happy memories because you were so young, weren't you?
I know, we were so young. It really did. I mean, I remember when I was dreaming of being in a girl band and people would say to me, it would never be as good as it looks on the telly, Mollie. It won't be like that. But genuinely, I loved every single minute. And I feel like the luckiest girl that I did get to live out that childhood dream because, you know, that never really happens. And it was such a pinch-me moment that, oh, my God, I'm up here with my best friends singing and dancing to...
Do you think you'll ever go do it again? Like reform at some point? Because a lot of them do,
They
don't
do,
they?
yes. I've just heard about Girls
Girls
Aloud,
Aloud
and I am
reform.
buzzing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say never say never. But, you know, I still...
Just because you loved it so much.
I loved it. I really did love it. And I know Frankie loved it as well.
There was pressure as well.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I laugh looking back at that video there of us in our coloured tights. I'm not sure we'd be getting those back on, I'll be honest. But, yeah, I always say never, but I'm so happy whenever I see a girl band or any band come back together. I'm like, yes, this is great.
And also, when you were here on Loose Women, obviously a lot of the girls had had babies, but you hadn't had Annabella then.
Yeah.
And you're saying you're reflecting now about how they were managing to be in a band with Motherhood.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Oh, that's her birthday. I can't believe she's
That
one
was
already.
my daughter's birthday, yes, at the weekend.
There's Stuart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look.
I think I was enjoying the party definitely the most out of anybody there. Annabella was like, cool, and I was there like, oh, my God, this is amazing. But, yeah, looking back at the girls, how they managed to juggle being in the band and being a mum as well. I mean, they were amazing, they really were. And I think until you're actually doing it, you can't really understand kind of what that
No,
juggle
because
is
the
like.
schedule, you know, girl band babies doesn't
And
necessarily
now-
mix, does it?
You're with a cricketer, not just any old cricketer, an iconic. Have you had to pretend to be interested in cricket, or did it just come naturally?
Well, I'll be honest, I knew nothing about cricket when we started dating, like embarrassingly so. I knew nothing. I think on our first date, I said, oh, I hear you're quite good at cricket, which I later on told my family, and they were like, Mollie, you're so embarrassing. He's very good at cricket. But I've definitely got more into it as time has gone on. I do say to him, it's a very long format, this one, isn't it? And then it can sometimes be a draw.
Yeah.
But he's like, you know, Mol, this is how it is. And, yeah, I love watching the games now, so it's good fun. Yeah.
I do love the story of how you two got together, sort of right person, wrong time. You got together in the pandemic, but before you were so busy that you couldn't actually get it together.
Yeah, so we started dating... Well, we first went on a few dates years ago in my early 20s, like, quite near the start of the Saturdays. And I knew that I really liked him, but it was just impossible. I was about to move to LA with the girls to do some filming, and he was going to India on a cricket tour. So it's like, this is just impossible at the moment. But then we started dating again in 2018, and, oh, it's been amazing. It very much was always that thing of right person, but just the wrong time earlier.
Yeah, well, lovely you found just each other again at the right time.
Yes, exactly.
Now you've got your beautiful baby. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So the podcast is available on BBC Sounds, Where It's At, A Short History of Girl Bands. Always lovely to see you.
Thank you,
and if you and the Saturdays are going to reform, we want to hear it here first.
Yeah. We'll do it here.
Do it here. Mollie King, everybody.